We got some logs in yesterday and Mary has scaled them up. We take a blue crayon and mark the ends with the length, kind of a code. 1 means 11 foot and just a 0 means 10 foot. And I'll be going along here in a bit and scooping them up and putting them in piles. We scale and grade every log, even though most all of them are actually below grade. They're all top logs. Occasionally we'll get a butt cut. Occasionally we'll get a grade log by accident, but our logger has other markets for these logs. And so we seldom get the better grade logs. But sometimes we get a few with a good smooth side, and we get some higher grade offering. Our 50% of our product is going into cants and beams, where these logs work just as well as the most perfect logs, because the small knots and bug holes and other defects that would downgrade lumber is of no consequence in this, as long as it's solid. Most of these appear to have good solid hearts and not much of a problem with them. So, but we're not always that lucky. Our flooring lumber market requests that we sort by species. All the red oak group in one bundle, and white oak would be in another bundle. And so we sort the logs out after they come in and been scaled into piles by length and by species group, and then that kind of lets us batch on the input, run all 8-foot red oak, for example, or 10-foot white oak, or whatever, till we make a complete bundle. And this keeps us from having to just sawmill run and then have to sort it later. We just don't have enough volume to do that. We'll never accumulate up enough lumber. This log here is a pretty rough one. Probably won't get that much out of it, but she didn't pay that much for it. The loggers you see is 11-foot log and an 8/8 and a 8/6 and a 14/3. They're not very disciplined. There's a 10/1 back there. Not very disciplined at cutting to any particular length. They just buck them up and send them in, so it's frustrating at times. Again, we sort by species and length. Here's some 20-foot odd length ones, and some 17, 18 foot, and some white oak 18 foot, and red oak 16 foot. And across this way we have a fairly large pile of cedar we're going to custom saw for a customer. And we have another like pile back in the other side. There's 12-foot red oak. Sometimes we'll get a log in a huge knot on one side, but the other 3 sides have got pretty good lumber off from it. And then again, 10-foot, 9-foot, 8-foot white oak. We've been working lately on trying to keep our red oak logs current. So most of these only been in here about a week, but they're already starting to darken up. Trying to get them out before the sap stain gets too bad. White oak tends to keep a little longer, and none of them are very high grade offering anyhow, being top logs off of stave and veneer. And so we target, especially during this warm of the summer, red oak